Hi, Jenny. How are you today?
Hi, Lyle. I'm doing good. And yourself?
Oh, I'm just perfect. Well, I shouldn't say perfect, but I'm doing really well. Hey, Jenny, what is this week on right now? It's something to do with Safe Kids or something?
Right. It's Safe Kids Week, and they're talking about playing outdoors safely.
Well, perfect weather. We got such some beautiful weather coming to our part of the country this week. Like, I think it's going to be 32 degrees. Do you think maybe both of us should just duck out of the office and just, you know, go to the lake or something?
Well, we are close enough to the lake, as well as I hear the splash parks are opening up in our city too, which is nice. Or
Ah,
anything with a
perfect.
backyard pool. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Well, since it's Safe Kids Week and it's outdoor play, why don't we talk a little bit about playground safety and tie
Sounds
that
great.
in? I think it's perfect. Lots of moms and dads and families want to get out, whether it's during the week or on the weekend, to a playground near them. What are some of the things that we should be sort of worried about or we'll look out for, maybe, Jenny, when we head to the playgrounds?
Well, maybe even just when you first arrive, doing a quick inspection, looking for if there's anything kind of that might be a hazard out there, right?
Yeah.
And then once that's done, kind of thinking about how old your child is, right? And what can they reasonably kind of play on? Is the structure kind of too high for them? Looking at those sorts of things too, kind of their capabilities.
Yeah. I saw some kids as I was going to another meeting this morning out at one of the local school playgrounds, and I noticed like three or four of them, and they probably were 10, 12-year-old students at a local school, and they were all at the top of the slide, all ready to go down, like I bet you all three at once. I was just thinking, that's kind of like a recipe for disaster.
Definitely, and sometimes kind of those common rules that they learn early on, as they age, they want to kind of maybe push the limits a little bit and kind of forget those kind of simple basics of kind of taking turns on the slides and those sorts of
Yeah,
things for sure.
yeah, taking some turns, don't push or don't shove. Like you said, making sure that things are in good working order. Now, Jenny, do you have any idea, like, if somebody heads to one of the local schools or maybe one of our area community club playgrounds and something's broken or something, do you have any idea what we should do with it? Like, how do we report it? Any guesses?
My guess would be like if it's a city playground, you would contact this city department, right? That
Probably,
would
yeah.
be in charge
Yeah.
of recreation. And if it was a school playground, you might want to contact that school or the school division, I would think.
Yeah, and let them know that something's not right, and away we go. And it's just a matter of making sure you touched on it really well there, Jenny. Making sure that it's age appropriate because sometimes a little 3, 4-year-old wants to get up on the big stuff that the 10, 12-year-olds on just to be with the older brothers and sisters, and it's pretty high up should they happen to fall off of something.
Exactly. Yeah. And they may not kind of realize kind of how high they are up and not kind of be able to manage that kind of risk they're looking at.
Yeah, well, again, mums and dads and grandmas and grandpas and who's ever out there, I mean, often bring along something to read or you bring the iPhone, but I think it's more important that we focus on the kids and playing with the kids when they're out there. And don't forget, of course, it is hot, so sunscreen, a wide brim hat, frequent breaks, and lots of water is probably going to be the order of the day.
Yeah, definitely. And that active supervision, like you talked about, is a great way to be active too and have fun with your kids. So
Well, that's a great deal. Well, Jenny, our time has come to a close once again, albeit you and I could probably talk on this subject for another 10 minutes. But for the folks that are out there, we want to make sure that there's a timer telling me that, in fact, it's time for us to wrap up. So we want to make sure that we have all of our playgrounds intact. Our fingers and toes are intact as well when we visit them. Certainly, we don't want to see them as paramedics, but we wish everyone a really great week ahead and enjoy some playgrounds.
definitely have a great week, everyone.
Thanks, Jenny.
Thanks, Lyle.